Good evening. Happy day before the eclipse. It is Sunday, April 7th, and it's time for the Sunday Night Stumbles. This will mark the second Sunday in a row where I've done 2 live streams. Jennifer Gala is here, Brad Palmer, Sheena Roberts, Mark D, David Banger Main, Wesley Sebastian Gertej, Michael Courage, Vivian Johnson, our trusty CEO, Marge is here, another moderator, Wesley, Julie, Billy T, Roxy Gray, Digging the Beat, Who's John, everyone else. And we cannot forget Jeanette Morales. Cheers to you. Happy Sunday evening. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous day. It was like 14 degrees. The skies were blue. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. This is a view I had. I did not know they were celebrating Greek independence today in Greektown. So I went to the Momo House and I got a seat by the window. I had my camera gear with me, and since I saw they were setting up for a parade, I just let the camera roll, and the Premier of Ontario walks by soon after the parade starts. Hopefully we can catch that. If not, I'll just bring the video up and show you that part separately. But anyways, Jacques is here, and everyone else. I was a bad boy Friday and Saturday night. I had some adult beverages. So tonight we're going to have a cup of tea, eh? So cheers to everyone. And since this is nice and teeth staining, I'm now in the habit of drinking water whenever I have tea and coffee. Keeps the pearly yellows from getting a little overly yellow, but anyways, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys had a good Sunday. If you're new to the stream, we just kind of hang out and talk about anything and everything. There's really nothing more to it than that. Feel free to ask anything. I don't have to answer, but if you have any questions or if you just want to chat with one another, that's all good. If you just want to hit the mute button so I shut the hell up, that's good as well. Kind of an uneventful weekend other than the really nice weather today. I'm trying to think. Yeah, nothing really of note happened. But tomorrow, Whippy Dude asks, how are the wet shoes? They're fine, actually. They're dry by the time I got home. Tomorrow is the day of the almost total eclipse. It'll be a total eclipse if you go further west, but let's just look this up. It looks like cloudy with showers tomorrow, 2 p.m. I think the peak of the eclipse will be around 3 to 4 p.m. In total, it's only like 4 or 5 minutes when the sun is actually being blocked out, and it looks like it's going to be cloudy with showers. So I don't know if I'm even going to get out to record anything. If there are clear skies and there is a chance I'll catch it, I'll just step outside. I'll find like a field somewhere around here and I'll live stream it. But if it's not looking good, I'll probably just walk around and make a video. Maybe I'll just stick to Midtown. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm not hopeful that something great is going to happen tomorrow. Yeah, I heard there was a small earthquake in New York City. Roxy Gray says, I felt bad. Your feet got wet. You're a trooper. Yeah, well, I was a far away from getting home anyways. So I bought these glasses from Amazon, these Eclipse Guard glasses. And they apparently are not certified. It said ISO certified and all that stuff in the listing. I can't see shit now, by the way. So I got a bunch of these. I gave some away to people, and then Amazon sends me a refund for them saying, please don't use those glasses. They're not actually up to standard, or at least they have no way of knowing. They're probably fine. Like, I tested them. I looked at the sun through them and everything was fine. I'm still seeing. Yeah, they work. They absolutely work. Like, I looked at the sun through them for a minute. maybe not the smartest thing to do, because there's a bunch of people, I think, from several years ago who did suffer effects of using not proper Eclipse glasses they bought from Amazon. I think they're suing Amazon. We'll get this off the screen here in case the parade starts. So I ordered these. These are thumbs up by Amazon as having the proper accreditation, I guess, proper certification. To be honest with you, they work exactly the same as these. They just look better, and they're plastic. So don't worry, I will have good enough gear unless Amazon was duped as well, in which case I guess I'll have a little lawsuit on my hands. But I'll bring these tomorrow too if the skies are clear. Unfortunately, I can't see it from my balcony. I've looked out at around 3 p.m. and I cannot see the sun. It is too far up in the other direction. So Gertej says, just like the Terminator. Yeah, I got 2 pairs of these. I think they were like $14.99 or something. A little expensive for what they are, but I gave 1 pair away. I've got 1 pair, so hopefully they will work. What's these? Do you guys have? I don't know. Let's see. Let's just do a little poll. Roxy says they'll be worth money in 2074 during the next eclipse. Remember, once this parade starts, Doug Ford will be walking by pretty soon. I actually went out, let's see, and snapped a picture of Doug Ford. Where is it? Yeah, so that's really the only view I got of the bastard. But he walked by, and it was him. So I went out, took a picture. Don't know why. Oh, it looks like the parade has started. So yeah, he'll be walking by pretty soon. Tiana says dingus alert. Oh, there he is. There he is in the center of the screen. There he is. And you see me get out and go outside and take his picture. Check this out. I turned the audio off because I didn't want to. Oh, there I go. Hey, look at me. Hello, hidden jackpots. I ran off screen. I took the picture that I just showed you. He's right behind me right now. And he gone. Did I throw eggs at him? I wish. Hello, Mary W. Welcome to the stream. There I go. Going back into the restaurant doing the... I just ran outside to take a picture of Doug Ford. Walk of shame. Did you ask him about Buck's beer? Oh, Buck of beer. He is the leader of Ontario, right? Well, he's more like the leader of the idiots, but... Anyways, yeah, so that happened. Back to the topic of the eclipse. Tiana says nobody is happy to see him. There's a lot of people outside of the 416 in certain pockets of the 416 that I'm sure are pretty happy to see the man who protects their interests. Jeff from Travel Fund 69, he will be live streaming in 15 hours, April 8th at 12 p.m. Join us for a live stream as we experience the last solar eclipse in our lifetime. The next total eclipse will be on August 23, 2044. Jeff, you're not going to live past 2044. That's not very optimistic. But yeah, Jeff's going to Niagara Falls. I have family there. I thought about it, but it's also going to be a gong show on the roads. Apparently, they're expecting like over 1 million people. Also, that means all the cell phone towers are going to be jammed. So like good luck getting a live streaming signal. I hope Jeff figures it out. Maybe he's got like a hotel room with like a good Wi-Fi signal or something, but I don't have my hopes up. The last time I went to Niagara Falls, the last 2 times, I couldn't really stream in like the busy area, and neither could Ken, and I think Henry had trouble too. So yeah, that plus the fact that it's going to be most likely overcast has really made it not the best idea to go to Niagara Falls for me. Jeff has a car, makes sense for him, but for me it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Boom will be filming cool shadows resulting from the eclipse. I'm going to leave this one to the professionals in terms of, like, there's people out there that have the camera gear, they have the filters, they know what they're doing. They're going to make videos that are going to look borderline professional. So no one needs to see like what I can do with a smartphone or one of these cameras. So if we can live stream it, cool. But I'm not going to like make an Eclipse video per se, because the quality is just going to be so low compared to what people with like the right gear can do. But if we can see it from Toronto, because the skies are clear enough, I'll go out and see what we can do. Chris Mills says all this for 2 minutes of darkness. 3 or 4 minutes, but it's really like a once in a lifetime kind of thing. Cam says Oakville, Hamilton, and Burlington are in the path of totality. There we go. Yes, 29%. No, 65%. 65% of you do not have eclipse glasses ready. Pinesel says the last eclipse was cool enough. To be honest, I don't remember being around for that. I do not remember being around for that. But anyways, yeah, Travel Fund 69 will be in Niagara Falls. So that would be my recommendation. I don't know if anyone else, if any of the other Toronto guys are going there to live stream. But do pay attention to this channel or to my other channel, because if there's something worth live streaming, I'll see if I can do it. The Ottawa Wanderer in Ottawa will be partly cloudy, but you won't be streaming. Aren't you like really far off the axis of getting the effect of the eclipse from there? Billy T's seen one. Very cool. Pinesel says it was very partial, wasn't a total eclipse. Yeah, I think kids are off school tomorrow. Someone said Henry is going. Who said? I think he went live today at the Food and Drink Fest. Where's the Food and Drink Fest? Well, it's obviously at the Metro Toronto Convention Center. And he was there with, you can see the CBC building. He was there with Liam, Sapand, Boom, John, and Vasily. Yeah, I think that would have been like a copyright music fest. Liberty Tree says a Food and Drink Fest sounds so general. It does. It's like music fest, right? Or lame Sunday night stream fest. Tiana enjoys the astrology that goes with the eclipses. Hey, Jennifer Gala, your face... Aren't you in the chat here? Your face is in a live stream. Did you appear in this live stream? Or live Friday night walk in downtown Toronto celebrating our amazing friend Jennifer Gala's birthday. Happy belated birthday to you, Jennifer Gala. I didn't even know. Happy belated Jennifer. As Henry records from Nathan Phillips Square. I'm a little bit out of it. I had 2 kind of rough days. And then today we're out live streaming all day. Caroline says, I think I'll be able to see 75% of the eclipse. You're welcome, Jennifer Gala. Let me get you a little birthday gift. What should we do? There we go. There you go, Jennifer. I used up valuable Galaxy S24 Ultra resources to wish you a happy birthday. Kurt says, hey, Johnny in chat. Glad you're a part of Greek independence. It was an accident that I was there, but a happy accident. It's always a good time in Greek town. Any other birthdays out there? Anything else that I missed? Did your shoes and socks ever dry? They did. They were pretty dry by the time I got home. You're welcome, Jennifer. That was a very, very thoughtful gift. So for some reason, this random like video ended up on my YouTube. I was like making a smoothie, doing this, that, and you know how YouTube sometimes just plays another video after you're done watching one, and it was one on like interior design, which is really weird because if you've seen my apartment, you know I don't give a shit about that type of thing. But he said something that was kind of funny in the video. I'm going to play you a clip of that. Let's see. I think I got it queued up. Where is it? Where is it? This is things to consider with your space plan and furniture layout. Let me make sure I've got the desktop volume up. LA says my birthday was yesterday. Happy belated birthday, LAB. Lisa says I don't seem as out of it as I did on St. Patrick's Day. Thanks. Jock's birthday is coming up in 10 days. Who's Jai? Any travel plans? Not finalized yet, but hopefully I'll be getting to that soon. But let's just watch what this random guy who showed up on my YouTube feed had to say.
Talk to one another and face one another without being in this like lineup. Okay, and the fifth thing I want to talk about is something that I hate more than anything else in space planning, and it's time to come out and share it and make sure none of you are doing it in your homes because it's really, really awful. This one is actually a rule, okay? The other ones are like things to consider. This one is something that I demand you change. And that is furniture pushed into the corner of a room at a 45-degree angle.
He is demanding that we never do that.
It sounds so specific when I say it like that, but it's so common and it's so awful. So what I'm talking about is like very like boxy square furniture, like maybe like a TV.
And his example here is a TV in the corner. He's one of these know-it-all designers. I don't know. I mean, it's hard doing a YouTube channel, so good luck to him. But there is my apartment. While I'm working, I can also see the TV clearly. Look what's in the corner. I really think it's important that if you're going to have a TV and you're going to watch it, it should be front and center in your living room. I don't really understand it when people have the TV way off to the side, or it's not at eye level, it's perched above a fireplace, or it's tiny. Let's be real, this is the reason why anyone comes over. It's also the reason why I sit in this part of the... You're telling me that my TV should be flat against the wall so I can't see it from bed? Or against this wall so I can't see it from the couch? Also in the corner, I can see it from here, but apparently I'm committing some kind of like design cardinal sin because I threw away 3 precious square feet of space behind the TV. I put it in the corner so I could see it from everywhere, but this is bad design. Also, this couch and chair are going to be gone in about a week from now. I'm getting rid of them, and probably a new coffee table and probably a new TV stand. And I have my silver play button on this thing over here. Kurt says that guy will break into your place and put the TV flag against the wall. I just thought it was funny that like he was like, this is the one thing you should never ever do. This is actually a rule, blah, blah, blah. And of course, like, yeah, I have that. The color purple says, what is the brand name of shoes you wear? The shoes I wore today are these ones. Actually, they're those exact ones in that color. Blue Aster. Size 11. Back order. Pickup available at their Waterloo location. So those are the ones that I wore today. But normally I wear Ultra or Vivo, different brands. But if you're wondering, that's what I had on today. Original Six says nice shoes, thanks. I'm not so like the colors, like they feel a little bit childish sometimes. I feel like I'm a kid in elementary school, but sometimes I like the way they look. And Gambler says I agree with him. Only on drawers and cabinets. TV is different because need to see it. Speaking of that, this is my favorite subreddit. Whippy Dude says I need some Vessies like Ken. No. No. Ken can keep the Vessies. I like my shoes to be foot shaped. This subreddit is called, we've looked at this like 2 years before in the channel. It's called TV Too High, and it's just like, you have a TV bench. Why are you putting your TV way up on the wall? So like you're gonna, like, are you a giraffe? Like, I just love looking at, and the comments on these. So he called it I fucked up. How does this even happen? What the fuck? Why is there an urge to mount the TV when a perfectly good piece of furniture is right there? I see too many TVs mounted above TV stands. There's a perfectly good console right there. Fuck that. TV stand too big? Yes, you did. The first step to recovery is recognizing that you have a problem. This is like my favorite subreddit. TV too high? Okay, that's... Why? Like, just lower your TV. Just put it on top of this thing. Why is it way up there? And it's over the stairwell. Someone's going to, like, kick that or something. Oh, I love it. Is there, like, a really egregious one? This one says, back at her place after the first date. You went on a second date with someone who put their TV up there? Original Six says, like, hanging pictures too high. My parents have theirs way up high and it drives me nuts. Yeah, like, doing this is not good for your neck. Do you like sitting in the front row of the movie theater? Because almost nobody does. But Tiana says red flag. Yeah, that's like, you, again, were you dating a giraffe? Seems like they've got like a puppy or something though. That's cute, but yeah, I can't imagine if I walked into someone's house. TV at our Airbnb? What are you doing? Look at that. Why is that way up there? All right, we gotta... We gotta do a poll. Yeah, this is just like... It's like watching car crashes, right? TV ridiculously high. Pubs and restaurants, I'll give a pass because there's a lot of people walking around. It has to be up and out of the way. Also, you don't want people like touching them and stuff. Why would you do that? Why? Pinesel says unreal. It drives me crazy when the TV is not center and somewhat level with the sofa. Yeah. You're preaching to the choir. Friend doesn't think this is too high. I actually give this one a pass because it's slanted down and you're going to be in bed and your head's going to be on a pillow looking up. So I don't think this one is nearly that bad or egregious. That's like the TV they have in a dentist waiting room tuned to CP24. This guy was at a party when... Is that a, like... That fake fireplace to me looks more like a microwave. Oh, well. This is just a very, very funny subreddit. Not sure if this counts. This TV is perfect. I don't know. I like the 2 TV approach. Perhaps they're trying to reverse Technic. I don't know. Anyways, Chris Mills' dentist doesn't even have HD. I just like going to that subreddit. It's always a good time. As the Greek Independence parade keeps going through. Julie has 2 but next to each other. Hey, 15% of Johnny Stumbles viewers have their TVs too high. You must repent, fix it, and repent. Julie has 2 but next to each other. I kind of want to have a second one. I think it would be cool, but it would also be super distracting, I think. I don't know, maybe if I was into like sports betting, or if I wanted to have this thing. Higher the TV, the more it's on in the background and not to be used as a centerpiece, the more people are going to have sore necks. Does Doug Ford really have his TV too high? Is that something we can see? Doug Ford's living room. Doug Ford's house for sale. I don't see a TV in there. Which is the highest TV you know of? I don't know. Probably one of the ones on that site. Van Gambler has the opposite problem. TV too low. Sometimes when I'm in bed and I'm trying to watch my TV and like my feet are sticking up blocking it. Who's just says mine's mounted to a wall over my fake fireplace. Yikes. John Barrientos is here. Hey, John. So 16% of you, yes. 84% of you, no. Is Doug Ford the Canadian equivalent of an American governor? Like a state governor, yeah. He's the premier of Ontario. What if the TV is too high and at a 45-degree angle in the corner? Completely new subreddit. Whippy dude, CRT TVs. I don't know, just reading some of your comments. Oh boy. Is anyone going outside tomorrow? Says Skywalking. I'm going to try. Jet Fischler got my merch. Which one did you get? I'm going to be hopefully updating that later this spring. I've got... Last year, I had a few new designs sent to me from some very, very friendly viewers, and I just didn't get around to incorporating them. The mug seems to be the most popular one, but thank you so much, Jeff. The pillow, neat. You can go to, is the domain strideswag.com. The cushion with the logo, sweet. I might update this to the JS, but thank you so much for supporting the face mask. I might take the face mask down. That one seems not so relevant these days. Pretty timeless, classy merch. But yeah, we're gonna overhaul it. We're gonna get some new designs. I'm gonna keep a few of these. But it's going to be time to retire some of these designs as well. But cool. Block says, good evening, Johnny. Sorry I joined a little late. No worries, Blocks. No worries. Thanks for tuning in. You missed Doug Ford go by. On my last live stream, where is it? Happy Easter. Someone wrote a comment. Well... Glenn6945 wrote a lot of comments. This person put, please stop with the AI thumbnails. So I put, that just makes me want to use them more. So, yeah, I doubled down and we did another AI thumbnail. Jeanette says, make sure you keep a tote bag option in your merch. Yeah, especially given that... Oop, I'm getting a notification. Given that plastic bags are going away. Wesley says, no AI. You know what? If something bothers someone that much, that just makes me want to do it even more. Need Stumbles merch stuff? Maybe we'll throw some Stumble stuff up on there as well. Have you seen the Rogers renovation? I have. Michelle Gray, thanks for tuning in. Michelle Gray, $1 billion investment into AI, whatever that means. Why can't I get this logo off? Apparently, my number one fan also doesn't like the AI thumbnails. So what's the story in tonight's thumbnail? I wrote... Let's see here. I don't want to accidentally overshare something by mistake. If I go live thumbs April 7th. The story is I wrote downtown Toronto Greek Independence Parade comic book style. And this is what it did. It drew Toronto in the style of a comic book, I guess. If you could consider that comic book. There's the Greek parade. There's the CN Tower. I don't know why there's this division in the middle, but I don't know. I like it. Only for the stumbles. Whoop. That is I guess we'll talk about this next. So I did a video on the Strides channel where I went by the homeless encampment. And someone left in YouTube, when you leave your comments, well, looks like the top right here. Looks like there's some color bleed. Where's that coming from? Oh, well. Oh, well, we'll just... Something's wrong with my lighting setup. Let me fix that. Good enough. We fixed it at least enough. When you leave a comment, YouTube will sometimes flag certain comments as like not being appropriate. Block says, my dad talks about the homeless encampment a lot. There's one in Coburg. And I don't want to seem insensitive at all, but someone left me a comment that kind of made me look like a terrible person. Breastfeeding Doulis wrote, you're right. You don't just get to make up laws. Thankfully, the quote-unquote law you're referring to, no images, was a law a long time before Europeans arrived and made up their own laws. I think she meant their own laws, so they could steal what wasn't theirs. Not really denying that. How about a bit of respect? It's not against the law to record someone's violent death, but it takes a special kind of person to do it anyways. You're simply demonstrating what kind of unethical person you are. The entitled white male gaze strikes again. So I walked through a park, and I recorded my walk through a park. And they had like teepees set up, and they were gated off, and apparently there was like a fire ceremony that they hold from time to time there. All I did was record the sign, and I walked, and I kept walking. And apparently this, I don't know, you're simply demonstrating what kind of unethical person you are for like recording in a public park. I didn't go into the space that they had set up. I didn't like stick my camera in there. I don't think I was disrespectful to them at all. I literally just I just walked by. It was all of like 10 seconds. Like I'm in a public park. But apparently I'm an entitled white male gazer just for doing that. Well, Breastfeeding Doulis. I think we should rename you Breastfeeding Doofus, right? Like I don't know. That, like, I was respectful of their space. I didn't go into it. I went around the perimeter. That was that. I don't know. But that's the that's the kind of comments I get. Cam says breastfeeding dingus. Anyways, if you click her name, you can go into her channel. C.A. Brockington. I don't know. Very weird person. I watched one of her videos.
Is really flowing. Yes, you can hear that. But as the feeding goes on,
and I left a comment. She deleted my comment. Let me see. I want to see if my comment. Sorry. She did.
Okay. So a lot of the techniques that are out there.
All I did was ask her if she filmed this video with a potato, because this was uploaded 10 months ago, and this is honestly like the worst quality thing I've ever seen. Thoughtbroker says my comments are always disappearing on YouTube. What's up with that?
I will tell you that after I took the college level course,
I don't know. I'm sure, like, she could be a very nice person. I'm sure this is a very worthwhile channel, but The Ottawa Wanderer says some people are more sensitive more than others, no matter their beliefs. But she's being sensitive on behalf of another group of people. That's called virtue signaling, right? I don't know. Like, and then she's being racist on top of it. Like, yeah, okay. Click closed. Tiana says that video quality is top notch. Flip phone video quality. Tiana says she didn't have to. I don't know. Anyways, why am I looking at YouTube drama? Time for a breast milk shot. That was my fun. What else? Oh yeah, we have this. Ellen says, I find you're always respectful, Johnny. I wouldn't let her. I make mistakes. I really do. I do my best though to, like, mind my own business when it's called for and let people be. Like, I'm like, there are YouTubers out there that, like, who's that guy? Jack Doherty. Like, this guy is a living, breathing human piece of shit. And I don't say that lightly. Like, literally, all he does is go out there and be rude and obnoxious to people. And he has a bodyguard following him around to intimidate everyone he pisses off. If you go Jack Doherty, is terrible. I spelled terrible wrong. Jack Doherty is horrible. Why Jack Doherty is the worst YouTuber. There's so many videos on this stupid entitled prick. Like, they're like, yeah, I don't know. Kurt says the broccoli haircut alone shows he's unlikable. And the problem is there's so many kids, like, copying him. Jack Doherty clones are taking over. This Jack Doherty clone is absolutely disgusting. So because, like, he got so much attention, this one, look, this kid just walks by and takes food off of this lady's plate.
Well, guys, we're back.
And then, like, she runs up to him and, like, and what's even worse with this little kid is...
Never heard. Ever. What does that mean? This little attention seeker, who I was unaware had an internet name until earlier today, is the same guy who got Neon banned off of...
But the thing is, that guy's just a little kid. No one's going to hit a little kid. So he can, like, get away with whatever he wants and, like, hide behind the fact that he's a stupid little kid. Anyways, there's a whole, like... on TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, or not Twitter, but YouTube. There's a whole like field of YouTube of people doing that type of shit. I wouldn't eat in an unprotected patio like that, says Tiana. That's one thing. Yeah, Linda Jane, like, I'm fine with it, but it is what it is. I don't know, that comment just irked me a little bit more than a lot of the other dumb comments I get. But yeah, like if you want to take it out on YouTubers, like there's a whole army of people like causing a nuisance. Who is it? Johnny Somali? Have you seen that guy? This guy gets arrested so many times. He literally goes around causing a nuisance in like Japan. As soon as he got to Thailand, he got like beat up. Johnny Somali arrested at a protest. Like literally all this kid does is go around and get in trouble. Have you watched Gavin Barry video about Toronto? No, but we can look it up. I investigated the homeless capital of Canada. I have not seen that, but that is something to look at. That video got, wow, 258,000 subs. Looks like he's using AI art, and he's got icicles dripping from his nose. I don't know. Blocks is pretty popular video. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I'll definitely watch it. The homeless capital of Canada is very inaccurate. I don't know. I don't like that kind of terminology anyways. And if you did it as like a per capita basis, which would be the fairest way to do it, probably not Toronto, right? There's probably places where it's much worse. I interviewed an obesity survivor. I investigated the secret world of Pokemon card theft. I investigated Canada's ZYN epidemic. I investigated the place where a UFO crashed. I investigated... So his whole shtick is I investigated the drunkest street in North America. Where is that? In New Orleans?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm partying all night long, baby.
Someone's drunk, some violence, time to go now.
My daughter said, gotta come to George Street.
The Irish descendants, they're known for their drinking.
You touch a girl the wrong way, buddy's going to pound your head in. Pretty much.
I'm standing directly on the entrance to George Street, downtown St. John's. This is the street dedicated to drink.
Oh, Newfoundland. Okay. Silver CS says that live video today was awesome. I'd like to do that walk. Thank you. Kurt, I'm just reading some of your... No, Liberty Tree, I don't know. I don't think I would... Anyways. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Impact BC is filled with homeless. Yeah. Johnny, what's your routine like once you finish a long walk? Tana, I don't really have one. Usually come home, stop, pick up stuff from the store if I need it. Usually... I transfer everything to my computer right away and I make sure the video and the audio is okay. And if it is, and if I have a video for the next day lined up, I just call it a day and put my feet up. Yes, Vivian Johnson asking the real questions. Harjot, you had a job interview. Let us all know how that went. Hopefully it went well. All right. But thanks, Gavin. I'll leave this up on my screen so I can watch this. So I'll know to watch this later. Let's take a look at BlogTO. Let's see what's going on. And we have over 240 viewers. Holy shit, guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, dislike, subscribe, hit the bell. Sometimes we have a little more fun on these streams. Maybe we'll get into some edibles next Sunday. We'll have more of one of those kinds of streams. Izakaya restaurant shuts down Toronto location after dispute. Queen West's Zakushi location has closed seemingly for good. a dispute with their landlord over payment. That's not fun. 8 viewing parties for the 2024 solar eclipse in Toronto. Hi, Johnny. Did you grow up playing baseball? If so, what position? I did grow up playing baseball. Primarily because I was a fast, skinny little bugger. I played center field. 8 viewing parties for the 2024 eclipse. Solar eclipse viewing party. Henderson Brewing Company. Walter Stewart Library. Sororan Park. Town Square? That's like near Roncesvalles, right? Kerr Hall Quad. CN Tower. The Toronto Zoo. Grenadier Cafe. That would be High Park. Evergreen Brickworks. I can't watch any more Blog TO shorts with the guy with the backwards hat, says Jellybean. Indian street food restaurant in Toronto has closed permanently. Don't tell me that's the one on Bayview. No, that's on Dundas West. This is what Toronto postcards look like in the early 1900s. Today, this would still probably be the best vantage point for a postcard of Toronto. Maxim 1, where are you? Cam says the Evergreen Brickworks is a cool place. It is. I've been there on a few videos. The Armories, I think that is where City Hall is now today. The Armories in 1905. Boats docked at the Harbourfront 1905. Carlton Street 1907 with an old-timey streetcar. A skyline of Old City Hall in 1907. Way prior to the Eaton Center. Jellybean says, whenever I try to take a pic there's a creepy guy staring at you. Where? The intersection of Broadview and Gerrard. We were just north of Broadview and Gerrard. That is before the days of East Chinatown. A boat arriving at the Harbourfront from Niagara in 1908. You can't even take a boat to Niagara now, and they could do that in 1908. Noni, that's just the a short form for our premiere. Knox College, now part of U of T. That was the old loony bin. All right. Cool. Oh, the Flatiron Building. I don't even know who Keith Lee is. Toronto neighborhood getting a new music-inspired park. There's one of those in North York. Oh, this one's going to be in Scarborough. Toronto just got a new claw machine arcade, and it might be the best yet. Those things are popping up everywhere. Oyo Fun, a claw machine and arcade, has become so successful that they opened a second location, Oyo Spree, March 1st in the heart of downtown. Yeah, there's one just south of Yonge and Dundas on the east side, and there's one just north of Yonge and Dundas on the west side. I don't get it. Do you guys go to these claw arcade machines? Like, you know, they're not that fun, and you know you're going to spend more than whatever value of, like, prizes that you win. Like, that's just math. They have to make a living, right? Or make a profit. For non-members, tokens are $1 each, 20 for 22. Membership requires a purchase of $100 or more. Who's getting a membership at a claw machine arcade? Remember when Yonge Street used to have real arcades? I'm not trying to hate. I just legitimately don't understand this form of gambling for children. Like, I don't know how else you put it. What is your take on Toronto's bike lanes? They're getting better. They need to be more protected. We need more of them. We should not have those stupid multi-use trails. Bike lanes and pedestrian walkways should be separate. They should not be mixing. I got some opinions. Yeah, that's it. That's the new one. I've walked by that. This one is always blasting music, though. Cam says, not claw machines. I do play the free pinball machines at the CNE. Minizine says, remember, the claw always wins. Oh, this dude, he's the guy who ran every single street in the city. Toronto Bar is so popular, it's not taking reservations anymore. Liberty Tree doesn't count Dave and Buster's as a real arcade. It's kind of like one. Also, there's the Rec Room just across the street from the Sky Dome. The best ribs in Toronto. The best ribs in Toronto, in my opinion, my humble opinion, are at the Banknote Bar on Adelaide Street East. What does this say? Beach Hill Smokehouse, Cherry Street Barbecue. Ooh. I have not been there, but I've heard so much. And that place is surviving in the Portlands. Everything else is like demolished. But this Cherry Street Barbecue lives on. I don't even think it'll be on Cherry Street anymore with the new alignment of Cherry Street. Smokin' Bones in Baldwin Village, Northern Smokes, Benny's Barbecue, another location of Bark. I've had Smokin' Bones. It's pretty good. Oh, by the way, Chatty Cathy, happy birthday in 3 days from now. The best bibimbap in Toronto. Last night, I went to the Kimchi House on Dundas Street West in Little Tokyo. They have a fantastic bibimbap, but you want to get the hot stone pot. So you get the crunchy rice on the bottom. If that is not on this list, I will end the stream and go to the BlogTO office and burn it down. No, I actually can't say that on YouTube, but I'll do something. Let's see. Is the Kimchi House on Dundas Street West on this list? Bukchang Dong Soon Tofu. They have a location in Koreatown and North York. Every time I walk by this place, I call it out as being really good, but they're known for their pork bone soup. Not so much their bibimbap. It's kind of impressive their bibimbap made this list. Arsenal 17, that was 100% real. Jindale. I don't know if I've had Jindale. Yummy Korean food, Kosam. Kimchi House, or the Kimchi Korea House. It made the list. All right. If they paid to be in the review. There we go. Kimchi House. Snack on banchan as you peruse the dozen bibimbap styles at this Little Tokyo staple. Yeah, they, oddly enough, have like a chicken bibimbap. I've never seen that in Korea, but this place should be number one. Jellybean says no gayubi. Gayubi is a Japanese all-you-can-eat barbecue restaurant, so unlikely to be on here, Jellybean, as you retract your message. Sunrise House. All right, I'm happy. Korean Village. Korean Village is really good too. Korean Village is really good. Good evening, JD. But hey, at least BlogTO aligns with me on something. I think the Korea House definitely is a top bibimbap. But last night I had their tangsuyuk, which is like a sweet and sour pork. Would there be any dim sum? Probably not at a Korean restaurant. An entire house made of kimchi? Yes. Tiana says Johnny Strides meet up there. That restaurant wouldn't, you have to wait usually to get a table at that restaurant. We waited like 5-10 minutes. All right, that is it. Let's see what is going on the Toronto subreddit. Saw a fire code violation at a bar yesterday. I urge others to do the same. It could save lives. Do you guys spot what's wrong with this picture here? I think I spot what's wrong. I have not seen this before, by the way. John Barrientos had their pork bone soup. It's very good. Minizine said I don't have to destroy BlogTO for now. I think what's wrong, as someone who used to do commercial insurance, is that their exit sign isn't lit. So the problem with that is if there's a fire and the power goes out and the place is pitch black, the exit signs have to light up no matter what, so you can visually locate the exit. I'm pretty sure that's what's wrong with this. I might be wrong, but let's see. because this isn't lit up. Yesterday I grabbed a drink, yada yada yada. My mind immediately thought that if there was a fire or emergency and the lights went out, that would be chaos trying to get out safely. Yeah, that's it. Whenever you see an exit sign, normally the newer kinds, I think they're LEDs and they're battery powered, so they have battery backup at least, so they can last forever. But yeah, bars and restaurants tend to be not the best at having working exit signs. Some might say not a big deal, and maybe it's not, but would you want to be in that place if there was a fire or have a loved one there? Maybe the light is only on when the power goes out, Neville. Why Pakistani airline attendants keep vanishing in Toronto? I think what they're doing is they're landing and then they're just going to their hotel and then they're disappearing and they're not showing up for work the next day to fly back. And they're just disappearing or claiming refugee status. I've heard that's a thing. That's a concern with flight crews from certain countries. That's just I guess there's been a wave of disappearing Pakistani flight attendants. And I think Canada is a lot easier to get into than most other Western countries as well. Enjoy the sun today. What happens after a dangerous dog is seized in Toronto? Too sad for me to know. Probably not something good. Ontario driver clocked going 264 kilometers per hour on the highway, OPP say. I hope they repossessed his car and threw that guy in the slammer for a long time. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going wrong in Toronto, but Olivia Chow is one thing we got right. So far, so good. Weird they would disappear somewhere with such high rents, says Novell Cost. Probably. They have contacts, places to stay. It's probably already pre-lined up. We've decided to check in about how the Toronto police have been using their budget increase in the first quarter. Here's what we found. They've upgraded to Krispy Kreme, folks. No more Timmy's. Anyways, Canada will let any random there. Just reading some of your comments. Anywho. Oh yeah, we looked at these shoes. And we looked at this. All right. We're going to do a few quizzes because why not? They were pretty good. These BuzzFeed quizzes were a little bit better than... Maybe we'll push this over here a bit so you guys can see. We're a little bit better than the other site I was using. Caroline says, I worked retail for a while and we've had so many feet open around the exit. Johnny, do you have to... Or you have to get the Krispy Kreme Eclipse donut. They have one? They have one? What's your opinion on Novotel? I'll be staying there in November. The Novotel on Front Street? Or sorry, on the Esplanade? Don't know, but it's a pretty cool location. Seems like a good hotel. It was used as a shelter, and I think it's been turned back over to the hotel management. So this is, we can tell whether or not you're Canadian based on how you score on this trivia quiz. What cartoon character was based on a Canadian black bear? I'm going to try to guess without looking at the chat. Winnie the Pooh. Baloo. No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't Baloo. Yogi Bear. No. Smokey the Bear. No. I'm going to go Winnie the Pooh. Chris Mills says Yogi. Kurt says Winnie. I think it's Winnie. Walking Man Dude says Pooh. As I look at... I have Noel Gallagher. Not Noel Gallagher. Noel Phillips walking around my screen. It's Winnie the Pooh. Sweet. Yeah, Smokey was the U.S. forest fire bear. There's no way that was Canadian. The prototype of Winnie the Pooh was the Canadian black bear, Winnipeg, who was brought to the London Zoo in 1915. Sweet. Winnie from Winnipeg, isn't he? Unicorn Beef weighing in. Justin Ha says Xi Jinping. If we were in China, this stream would already be deleted and I would be arrested for you writing that. What products do Canadians eat more of than people in other countries? Maple syrup and honey, cheese and pasta, sugar, pastries. I'm going to say maple syrup and honey is a false. That's there to be too obvious. Cheese and pasta, pastries, sugar. I'm going to try not to look before I weigh in. Sugar. No, I think the neighbors down south seem like they consume more sugar than us. Pastries. The French? I'm going cheese and pasta. Cheese. Cheese is a big one. I'm going cheese and pasta. Block says it has to be maple syrup. Unicorn Beef says cheese. I say Gary L says sugar probably. I say cheese and pasta just because maple syrup and honey is too obvious. Sugar, I think Americans got us killed in that department. Sorry. Pastries, I think the French got it. Woo! Sorry, Italy. Canadians do consume more cheese and pasta than anyone else around the world. That's got to be a per capita thing. Jeanette says cheese and pasta. Pastries would make sense for Tim Hortons, says Kurt. What pizza was invented in Canada? We're just going to go Hawaiian. We're going to go Hawaiian because macaroni pizza maybe. Canadians are freaks about macaroni, but I think we got that from the States. Buffalo? No, it's Hawaiian. Hawaiian pizza was invented in 1962 by Canadian guy Sam Panopoulos. What a weird way to word that. Which animal causes about 250 car accidents in Canada every year? Reindeer, geese, wolves, bears. Okay, wolves and bears aren't common enough. Reindeer or geese? There's so many fucking geese everywhere. I'm gonna go geese. I think reindeer definitely kill a lot more people and cause more serious accidents. But 250 is a lot. I'm going geese. Jeanette says geese. Cam says raccoons. Geese. Yeah, you guys are all saying geese. Vivian says geese. Yeah, it's geese or reindeer, 100%. Ooh, this one is reindeer. About 2.4 million reindeer that live in Canada cause about 250 car accidents a year. I'm sure some of them are caused by drivers who weren't paying attention. But of course, when the thing jumps out in front of you at the last second, what can you do? What city in Canada has 2 exclamation marks in the name? Westward Ho, Edmonton, Oshawa, St. Louis du Haha. It's got to be this one. It's got to be this last one. Only the French would do something this stupid. Woo, I was right. Correct. St. Louis du Haha. The city of St. Louis du Haha in Quebec is the only one in the world that uses not 1 but 2 exclamation marks in its name. Cam says Oski Wee Wee. Some license plates on cars in northern Canada are made in the shape of which animal? Oh, I've seen this before. I'm leaving my mouse over the answer. I say polar bear. Canadian goose, beluga whale, moose. No, it's polar bear for sure. What do you get? Current affairs says polar. Yeah, let's not waste any time on this. We know it's polar bear. Correct. Polar bear shaped license plates actually do appear on some cars in northern Canada. I've seen some of these in Ontario, which means they went a very far way. Reeboks Pro believes it's the Northwest Territories. The only desert in Canada is located. I have no effing clue. We know it's not Ontario. The prairies, probably not Manitoba. It's definitely BC or Alberta. Deserts can be frozen too, though. northern Alberta somewhere, or I'm going to say BC. Let me look at my screen. Kurt says Alberta. Navelko's pretty sure it's BC. Liberty Tree says maybe Alberta. Blocks Alberta. I'm going against the grain here. I'm saying BC. It is BC. NK Nikamip. That must be a native word, which I butchered. I apologize. Desert is the only desert in Canada, and it's located in British Columbia. It doesn't look very desert-like, right? It looks kind of like a undergrown forest. What do Canadians consume more of than people in other countries? Cheesecake, pies, ice cream. I'm going donuts. I think Tim Hortons. I mean, they do have Dunkin' everywhere down south. Block says cheesecake. Cam says donuts. Wesley says donuts. Reeboks Pro donuts. Yeah, I'm going donuts. Roxy Gray, ice cream. A lot of what we eat isn't actually ice cream. It's like frozen dairy treat. They don't call it ice cream. Most Breyers doesn't even say ice cream on the container anymore because it's not really ice cream. I'm going donuts. Donuts! This is a biggie. Canadians eat more donuts than people in other countries in the world. Sweet. Modified milk ingredients. It says unicorn beef. Holy shit, this thing keeps going. What Canadian city is the northernmost permanently inhabited place in the world? Oh, I know this one. I already know the answer, so there's no point. This is... I would say Alert. Yeah, it's Alert. A lot of you guys knew that as well. The city of Alert in Nunavut is considered northernmost permanently... is considered northernmost... Who wrote this? Ever heard of grammar? The northernmost permanently inhabited place in the world. Thanks for giving us the latitude. As if do you guys... When someone tells you latitude, do you have any idea where that is? Lisa was just forced to experience Dundas Square. We were there earlier today. It was actually kind of fun there. Camps is not a journalist. Fill in the blank. Oh, I know this one too. According to an old Toronto law, I knew it's illegal to drag a dead blank down Yonge Street. As soon as my eyes saw drag a dead, I knew it was horse. Maybe you guys can weigh in, but it should be illegal to drag a dead person. But a lot of cities have silly bylaws, and I've watched a YouTube video on this once. And they brought up Toronto, and they mentioned this one, so it's kind of stuck in my head. But I'm pretty sure it's horse. But person, you think, would be illegal too? You would hope. Yep, you read that right. An old Canadian bylaw states that you cannot drag a dead horse. You're definitely Canadian. You're a true Canadian through and through. I mean, you're a real expert. You know a lot about this amazing... I would say 7 or 8 of those questions were softballs. We got really, really lucky on that cheese and pasta one. Van Gambler says, so I can drag a dead horse on Monday. It seems to be the case. You can. By the way, I'm wearing the t-shirt from my April Fool's video. I don't know why I thought I'd bring that up, but I put it on and I realized there was no point in putting it on if I don't show it. Sweet. Should we do another one? This trivia test will separate the Canadians from the Americans. Oh. Let's see. Let's let you guys weigh in. I think we're going to get 100% on this one. I know the answer to this one. How much is this bill worth? What do you guys say? Block says that was fun. Have you ever been to New Brunswick? I have when I was a kid. Maxim 1 says 5. Curtifair says 5. Sal Smith says 5. Devin 5. Ovase 5. Thoughtbroker 5. We should only let Americans answer because everyone and their uncle knows that's 5. Vivian and Marge got it. Mary W. got it. No one got that wrong. What are these called? Only Canadians use this word? I know the answer to this one. We used to use these when I was growing up in school. I they probably don't use these in school anymore. I want to see what, like, okay, everyone knows duotang. Mary W says binder. No. Remember the duotangs? And remember when, like, your paper didn't have holes in it and you would, like, punch holes in it, but they wouldn't be spaced properly, so your paper would kind of not fit properly, and it would have all these weird lumps in it. Good old duotangs. And you would like shred your fingers open on those like little metal things that you had to like separate to like push down. I seriously hope that they don't make duotangs anymore. Like, what a weird, like, just why didn't we just have binders? Like, anyways, yeah, they're duotangs. Who is this? Jenny, Claire, Molly, Cassie. I honestly don't know. Jenny, Claire, Molly, Cassie. Tiana has PTSD from that. Jeanette still uses duotangs. Maxim says Molly. Romero says Molly. What is Molly from? I genuinely don't know this. I would almost guess this from Casey and Finnegan, but I know that's not Casey, and I know that's not how it's spelled. Kurt Affair says Chucky. Who is Molly? It is Molly. This one doesn't give us an explanation. Big comfy couch. I don't even know what that is. Big comfy couch show. I don't even know what that is. 1992. I was way too old and way too cool for the Big Comfy Couch show. This just completely, and I didn't have like younger siblings or anything, so this one just completely over my head. But all right. Who is this? All right. Rick Hansen, Bobby Orr, Tom Longboat. Hey, I lived on Longboat Avenue, but obviously it's Terry Fox. We're not even gonna. Yeah, why couldn't we call it Terry Fox Square? Like, I don't know. Why Sankofa? What a non-Canadian thing to say. Thought Broker, Mel Gibson. Lisa says, too old for Molly, methinks. A hero? Yes. And definitely an inspiration to many. Maxim 1 says legend. Yeah. But nope, let's name it Sankofa. What's the name of this dessert? Hello Dolly, Beaver Bar, Nanaimo Bar, Kinder Square. I know it. Do you guys know it? Someone actually worthy enough to have a street named after them, says Ovase. Kurt Affair says Nanaimo Bars. Devin says Beaver Bar. Devin, your American is showing. Look at everyone weighing in on Nanaimo Bar. That's it. Ting. If you've never had one, try it. They're pretty good. Not my favorite, but I'll eat them. What is this card? No. This card is inaccurate. If this was an accurate picture, it would be like split into two, and there would be like 40% of the card here. Nobody has like a complete one of these. These cards do not survive. This is not yeah, mine didn't have a bar on it. It didn't even have my full name on it. It was literally like just this like little splintered piece of plastic. Metro card, student card, health card, credit card. That is a health card. I think all the people that have this, I know someone actually who still uses this. But I think you have no choice but to upgrade to the modern health card. But yeah, that's a health card. What's the name of this game? Carnival Games, Scholar Bazaar, Math Circus, Fraction Festival. I know it. I know it. Carnival Games, Math Circus, Fraction Festival, or Scholar Bazaar. Thought Broker says Math Circus. Sheena, Carnival Games. Sheena, your non-Canadian is showing. Block says Scholar Bazaar. Blocks, your non-Canadian is showing. Ovase, Math Circus. Lisa, don't know. This is Math Circus. Cam says they hated it. Made him feel stupid. It's Math Circus. What coffee chain used to have this logo? Van Hoot? No. Tim Hortons? No. Coffee Time? No. They should have put Country Style on here. That would have been way more believable than Van Hoot. Current Affairs, the second cup. Epic Nation HD, second. Yeah, this is 100,000% second cup. But I think they should have put Country Style. Just to have 4. Maybe Timothy's. World Coffee. Another second cup like chain. I don't even. Do those still exist anymore? They used to be all over the place. Look at this. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 6. These things used to be everywhere in the city. Like, holy cow. That coffee chain has been obliterated. Second cup, too. There can't be too many second cups. Downtown still has a fair amount, but I'm not actually looking at the map. Yeah, there's still a good amount downtown, but there's another chain that has been obliterated. Hello, Robert S. But yeah, that's a second cup. What is this room called? Oh, I'm going to have a problem with this. Washroom, bathroom, restroom, loo. What do you guys say? What are you going to call this? Devin says washroom. Sheena says bathroom. Stace Rosegott says washroom. Blocks washroom. Maxim bathroom. Mike T bathroom. Mary W washroom. Vivian washroom. Reeboks Pro washroom. Cam bathroom. Van Gambler says bathroom for Canadians. Marge says bathroom. Julie says sell the bet. Here's my take on this. When I taught kids English in Korea and they wanted to, like, in the home, it's a bathroom. In a public place, it's a washroom, right? Washroom is the same as like lavatory or restroom. But in the home, even in Canada, we say bathroom. We don't really say washroom if it's in your home. Sheena says, I hear washroom is used for public toilets. Yeah, that's like my thinking. I know they're going to say washroom because this is a Canadian themed quiz, but in a home you say bathroom, and sometimes you might even say bathroom when you're in public, but I would never say washroom in someone's house or in my apartment. So I know the answer is washroom, but I'm going to say bathroom out of principle. I'm saying Liberty Tree says we call it bathroom either way in America. Yeah, bathroom doesn't make sense for like a public place though so much. I knew that was wrong. I did that out of principle. Public, washroom, restroom. I love in Asia, they just say toilet. Like, cut the bullshit. Where's the toilet? Like, that's what I'm looking for. And there'll be literal signs that say toilet this way, toilet, toilet. I like that. Airplanes, they tend to say lavatory. That's like a word you pretty much only see on airplanes. They used what was the movie? In the movie The Dictator, they used washroom in a scene filmed in New York City, which always struck to me. It was like, where is the ladies' washroom? That scene always stuck to me because I'm like, this is an American movie filmed in America. In New York City, and they said washroom. The Dictator washroom. Let's say The Dictator clip, ladies washroom. Yeah, I'm not going to play the full clip on here, but yeah, that always stuck to me. Hey, Fred Armisen. Anyways, what show did this guy host? The Mad Dash. Quiz Kids. Are you afraid of the dark? I have no idea. Aladdin washroom, says Kurt Affair. Julie's grandmother always said lavatory. Skywalking. What is this? People are saying game show Canada. What the hell is this? Is a Canadian game show. 1997. Yeah, I was too cool for this. I would have been 17 when this came out. There's no way. I just missed the boat on that one. Yeah, I feel like there's gaps in your knowledge based on what generation you are and based on how old you were at certain times. And like, I just missed the boat on Uh-Oh. I was not YTVing at that time. What is this sauce called? That is Swiss chalet sauce. I think actually chalet sauce. Do we even... We don't even have to look at the options for this, right? That's 100% chalet sauce. Kurt Affair says chalet sauce. Maybe it'll say Swiss chalet sauce, but... Ovase chalet sauce. John Barrientos, yep. Gravy sauce, chalet sauce, St. Hubert sauce. I like that they put that there. Red gravy sauce. We know the answer. JD says it's drinkable. It's very drinkable. And it's before they switched to these absolutely awful bread rolls. They had these like really, really good, like almost like hamburger buns that were so good. And you could dip those in the sauce and it would just soak them up and it would taste so good. And then one day Swiss Chalet switched to these disgusting hard bread rolls and the whole chain has been garbage ever since. What store was this card for? You guys know this. Kurt Affair says I'll have a shot of chalet sauce. It also tastes amazing with their French fries. Ooh, it tastes amazing with their French fries. Robert, who's from America, even knows it. Yeah, everyone reining in on Zellers. Zazzle, Zappos, Zellers, Zara. Where is this cookie from? Tim Hortons, A&W, Wendy's, or Cobb's? I don't know. You guys tell me, where's this cookie from? Alan says, all right. Zappos is a shoe store. Kurt Affair says Timmy's. Epic Nation HD, Timmy's. Tana, Tim Hose. Brianna, Timmy's. I've never seen this before. Or if I have no idea. AI Gaming says looks gross. The smile is accurate. All right, we're going with Tim Hortons. All right. This is another Tim Smile cookie. How do I not know this? Looks like toothpaste on it. Looks like gum stuck on it. The gingerbread man's wife seems to have cheated. Is this test still going? What does this store sell? It sells clothing made in sweatshops in Bangladesh, and one of those factories, Joe Fresh Clothing Disaster. This has got to pull up something here. Bangladesh building collapses, killing more than 230. Joe Fresh Clothing, other brands made at site. Yeah, fuck you, Joe. One more reason to like never support Galen Weston, right? I think this is a Galen Weston brand. They sell Joe Fresh at Superstore, but yeah, that is the first thing that came. This will never, they should have rebranded after this because this is just burned, etched in my memory. If someone gave me something from Joe Fresh as a gift, I would just immediately put it in like a clothing donation bin and politely ask that they never buy clothing from them again. I mean, I know you could say the same, like people are using dyes to color H&M fabrics that end up in the water supply that causes all kinds of health issues. There's all kinds of like shit that our clothing retailers cause, but Joe Fresh in particular this one's just ingrained in me as like a purely evil company. So yeah, they sell clothing, but fuck you, Joe Fresh. Don't support them. All clothing is made overseas. Yeah. Kurt says fast fashion is crazy. Yeah, but this is just like that. Just go look at where your stuff is made, man. And finally, all right, we're gonna end on a good word. And finally, who left these peanut butter footprints? Ananas, George Shrinks, Caliu, House Hippo. people are questioning my use of politely, pitifully. Sorry, I'll have to rewatch that part of the stream. Cam says house hippo. Gertej, obviously. What is house hippo? House hippo. Canada. I put 2 eyes in hippo. The house hippo is a fictitious species of hippopotamus and the subject of a Canadian television public service announcement produced by concerned children's advertisers. Oh, I remember this. And they were trying to show like how gullible kids are, right?
Time in a kitchen just like yours. All is quiet. Or is it? The North American house hippo is found throughout Canada and the eastern United States. House hippos are very timid creatures and are rarely seen, but they will defend their territory if provoked. They come out at night to search for food, water, and materials for their nests. The favorite foods of the house hippo are chips, raisins, and the crumbs from peanut butter on toast. They build their nests in bedroom closets, using lost mittens, dryer lint, and bits of string. The nests have to be very soft and warm. House hippos sleep about 16 hours a day.
That looked really real, but you knew it couldn't be true, didn't you? That's why it's good to think about what you're watching on TV and ask questions, kind of like you just did. A message from concerned children's advertisers.
You know what? That same message should be adapted for like social media, and it shouldn't just apply to children. It should apply to adults too. Right? Like the shit that people believe. I don't know. I think we need to bring that campaign back and force adults to watch it, because the shit people are picking up on like TikTok and Insta Reels, like come on. That's not just for kids. That's for all of us. We all need to see that. But that is the answer. This is a house hippo, apparently. That was really well done, says Julie. Yes, it should be redone for now. 14 out of 15. You are definitely a Canadian, eh? Congrats. You just proved yourself to be a Canadian. You're so lucky to have grown up believing in house hippos, watching wacky TV shows, and hanging out with your friend at Second Cup. With my friend at Second Cup. And I believed in house hippos. No, that was the whole point. So I stopped watching the commercial right before that end. I don't know. Sammy Wu asking, do I have a green screen behind me or something like that? How are you able to have your computer screen in the background and we're able to see your face? Yes, I have a green screen behind me. I would be the kind of director that is like constantly smashing through the fourth wall in my stuff. That would be me. But yeah, fuck you, Joe Fresh and Galen Weston. I think one of the guys from Dragon's Den is on it. There's another quiz, but we're going to save that one. I think these quizzes are pretty good. We'll save that one for a future live stream. It is 9:30. Do you know where your children are? I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I am going to watch this video that was highly recommended. I investigated the homeless capital of Canada by this YouTuber with only 3,000 subs. I'll give you a sub. I'll help you out with my fake account. I am going to watch your content, and I'm curious to see what you make next. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank anyone who sent support. Oh. Okay. I don't think we got any. But anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up, like, subscribe, hit the bell. We'll be back next Sunday. I think next Sunday, 8 p.m. Tomorrow, Eclipse Day. I don't know. If the skies are clear, and it's not raining, hopefully I'll get out and we'll live stream. If not, I guess I'll see you when I see you. But I will have a video 9 a.m. EST tomorrow on the Johnny Strides channel. Reeboks Pro, $2. Here's support. Reeboks Pro, cheers to you. All I have is this glass of water. I hopefully washed properly. But thank you, Reeboks Pro. It's good to see you on 2 live streams ago, you and Henry. John Barrientos, thank you. Johnny Stumbles Mods supporters, thank you. John, Brad, Marge, JMB, Sheena, Glenny, Epic Nation HD, LE, LA, Vivian Johnson, Julie, and everyone. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Time to hit the magic stop streaming button.